15 Stoic Tips for Mastering Yourself. Seneca's Way. We journey through life, seeking mastery over the only realm we truly command, ourselves. Guided by the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, we shall uncover the profound wisdom of Seneca, one of its most revered voices. Let us delve into the heart of self-mastery through these 15 Stoic tips, each a beacon lighting our path toward inner strength and serenity. 1. Embrace the present moment. Imagine a sage who moves through life with an unshakable calm, undisturbed by the turbulence of time. This sage is ever present, savoring each breath, each moment. This is the essence of living in the present. We often see people around us engrossed in their devices, lost in the past, or anxious about the future. They miss the beauty of the present moment. By constantly dwelling on what was or what might be, they forfeit the serenity found in the now. Living outside the present breeds anxiety and regret, stealing our peace and hindering our progress. To counter this, we practice mindfulness. Focus on your breathing, observe your surroundings without judgment. Remind yourself that the present moment is all you truly have. As Seneca wisely said, true happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. 2. Cultivate an inner fortress. Visualize a person whose mind is an impregnable fortress, unassailable by external chaos. This individual remains calm and collected amid turmoil, their strength emanating from within. We all know people who react violently to external events, their emotions swayed by every wind of fortune. They are the ones who yell at traffic, crumble under pressure, or lash out in anger. Reacting to external stimuli without control leads to unnecessary suffering and conflict. Build your inner fortress through daily reflection and mental discipline. Recognize that while you cannot control external events, you can control your response to them. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials, reminds Seneca. 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Envision a person who intentionally faces discomfort not out of masochism, but as a means to strengthen their resilience. This person fasts, takes cold showers, or sleeps on the floor to remind themselves of their own strength. Look around and you will see many who seek constant comfort, avoiding any hint of hardship. These individuals become soft and fragile, unable to cope when life inevitably turns challenging. Constant comfort breeds complacency and weakens our resolve. Regularly expose yourself to voluntary discomfort. This practice not only builds resilience, but also fosters gratitude for the comforts you have. Seneca advised, set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, is this the condition that I feared? Boy, distinguish between what you can and cannot control. Picture a wise figure who discerns clearly between what lies within their power and what does not. They invest their energy only in what they can influence, remaining indifferent to what they cannot. We all encounter people who fret over the weather, politics, or the actions of others. Their constant worry and frustration drain their energy and diminish their effectiveness. Obsessing over uncontrollable factors leads to frustration and a sense of helplessness. Focus on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses. Let go of the rest, knowing it lies beyond your influence. Seneca's wisdom echoes, it is not the man who has too little but the man who craves more that is poor. 5. Reflect on mortality. Imagine a person who contemplates their mortality daily, not with fear, but with clarity. This person understands that life is fleeting, and this awareness sharpens their focus on what truly matters. Many avoid thinking about death, living as if they are immortal. They procrastinate, waste time, and take life for granted. Ignoring mortality leads to a shallow and unfulfilled life, lacking urgency and purpose. Practice memento mori. Reflection on mortality. Let the awareness of death guide you to live more fully and authentically. Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day, Seneca advises. 6. Seek wisdom. Visualize a learner, humble and eager, ever seeking wisdom from every experience and interaction. This person listens more than they speak, absorbs knowledge, and applies it judiciously. Around us are those who think they know it all, refusing to learn or grow. Their arrogance blinds them to the wisdom available from others and their own experiences. Stagnation and ignorance result from a closed mind, hindering personal growth. Embrace lifelong learning. Read widely, engage with diverse perspectives, and be open to correction and new ideas. As long as you live, keep learning how to live, Seneca counsels. 7. Control your desires. Envision an individual who maintains control over their desires, who enjoys life's pleasures, but is not enslaved by them. This person appreciates what they have without succumbing to insatiable cravings. We often see those driven by their desires, constantly chasing the next thrill, possession, or status. Their lives are a cycle of pursuit and dissatisfaction. Unchecked desires lead to endless dissatisfaction and a lack of true contentment. Practice moderation. Enjoy pleasures mindfully and with restraint, always aware of their potential to dominate you. If you live according to nature, you will never be poor. If you live according to opinion, you will never be rich, Seneca reminds us. 8. Accept fate with equanimity. Picture a person who accepts their fate with grace, understanding that life's course is often beyond their control. They do not lament what happens, but instead find peace and accept it. We encounter many who rage against their circumstances, unable to accept what life brings. Their resistance causes suffering and prevents them from finding peace. Resisting fate leads to constant frustration and an inability to move forward. Embrace amor fati, love of fate. Accept whatever happened, seeing it as a part of your journey, and find the good in every situation. Seneca's wisdom. Good character is the only guarantee of everlasting, carefree happiness. 9. Practice gratitude. Imagine someone who, despite life's challenges, continually expresses gratitude. This person finds joy in simple pleasures and sees every day as a gift. Many people focus on what they lack, overlooking the abundance around them. Their constant dissatisfaction clouds their ability to appreciate life. Neglecting gratitude leads to a perpetual sense of lack and unhappiness. Keep a gratitude journal. Regularly write down things you are thankful for, fostering a mindset of abundance and contentment. Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. There's Seneca. 10. Keep perspective. Picture a person who maintains perspective, understanding the relative importance of events. This person does not overreact to minor setbacks or become overly attached to success. We all know individuals who magnify their problems, losing sight of the bigger picture. Their inability to maintain perspective leads to unnecessary stress and turmoil. Losing perspective causes disproportionate reactions and emotional instability. Regularly remind yourself of the grand scheme of things. Consider how small your worries are in the context of the universe and time. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, Seneca observes. 11. Practice forgiveness. Envision a person who holds no grudges, who forgives others with ease, and moves forward unburdened. This person understands that holding on to anger harms oneself more than the offender. Many harbor resentment, reliving past wrongs and allowing bitterness to fester. Their inability to forgive weighs them down and poisons their present. Clinging to resentment perpetuates pain and prevents emotional freedom. Practice forgiveness actively. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that forgiving others is a gift to yourself. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable, Seneca teaches. 12. Live with integrity. Picture an individual whose actions align with their values, who lives authentically and with honor. This person's integrity is unwavering, regardless of external pressures. We often encounter those who compromise their values for gain or approval. Their lack of integrity erodes their self-respect and trust from others. Compromising integrity leads to inner conflict and a fractured sense of self. Define your core values and commit to living by them, no matter the cost. Let your actions reflect your true self. Seneca's advice: it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, is poor. 13. Simplify your life. Imagine a person who lives simply, free from the clutter of excess. This person finds joy in what is essential, unburdened by superfluous possessions and desires. We see many who accumulate endlessly, their lives overwhelmed by material excess. Their pursuit of more complicates their existence and distracts them from what truly matters. Excess leads to distraction, stress, and a lack of focus on what is important. Embrace minimalism. Declutter your life, focusing on what adds true value and joy. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Seneca repeat. 14. Engage in self-reflection. Visualize an individual who regularly reflects on their thoughts, actions, and emotions. This person's self-awareness allows them to grow continually and align their life with their values. Many avoid self-reflection, preferring distraction over introspection. Their lack of self-awareness stunts their growth and perpetuates harmful patterns. Neglecting self-reflection prevents personal growth and self-improvement. Set aside time each day for reflection. Evaluate your actions, identify areas for improvement, and celebrate your progress. The unexamined life is not worth living, Socrates famously declared, echoed by Seneca. 15. Serve a greater purpose. Envision a person who dedicates their life to a purpose greater than themselves. This person finds meaning and fulfillment in serving others and contributing to the greater good. Many live only for themselves, their pursuits shallow and self-centered. Their lack of a higher purpose leads to a sense of emptiness and unfulfillment. Living solely for oneself leads to a shallow and unfulfilling life. Identify a purpose that transcends your own needs. Engage in acts of kindness, contribute to your community, and find ways to make a positive impact. Seneca's wisdom. Life is long if you know how to use it. In embracing these 15 Stoic tips, we embark on a journey of self-mastery, guided by the timeless wisdom of Seneca. As we cultivate self-control and grit, we transform ourselves into resilient and serene individuals, capable of facing life's challenges with unwavering strength. Let us strive to embody these principles, finding in them the keys to a life well lived, rich in purpose and inner peace.